everyone, it's Arlene from Arlene's Creations, and for those of you that wanted to know how I made my shepherd's pie, I'm making it again. So, wash my hands, and I sprayed a little bit of oil in my cast iron pot here, and I have, it looks like it's about almost 4 pounds of chopped meat, but I'm not going to use it all. I'm going to keep out some to make a couple of burgers on another night, but I'm basically probably going to put about 2 3/4 pounds to about 3 pounds. So I'm just really taking out of the 3 3/4 pounds, just enough to make 2 burgers. So that's good there. And this rest of the chopped meat, like I said, I'm just going to save the rest of this to make a couple of burgers on another night. So now what I do is I just brown this. But to this chopped meat, I am going to add, once I find it in my cabinet here, I should have had everything out before I started, but sesame seeds, I don't want those. Oh, here we go. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of minced onion. If you want to use real onion and chop it up, by all means, go ahead and do so. And as you can see, that's overflowing, so then a little, so it was actually like more like 3 tablespoons. Then, this is one of my favorite spices. I use it all the time. So that's why I buy the big 20 pack. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add 2 packs of this. I don't know what it does, but it gives it such a beautiful flavor. I absolutely love it. Now, after it's all done and I taste it, if I think it needs another package, I will add it. But 2 is good for now. Then I have, and I get this at Walmart, it's beef base, beef flavored bouillon from Knorr, but it's powder. So I'm actually going to add just 2 tablespoons of that. And then I'm just going to add some black pepper. So between the Szechuan Goya and the beef base, it has enough salt, so I would not add any salt. So I'm just going to add some black pepper. It's probably about a teaspoon or so. Just going to mix that, and you're going to fry up this meat. Like I said, once it's all done being fried, I'm going to taste it and see if it needs one more of those packets, but I don't think so. I think that's fine. And we're just going to fry that up really good until all the meat is cooked. Alright, so I'll continue to fry this, and I'll be back. Alrighty, I'm back. So now that most of my meat, for the most part, it's basically done. You see all that juice? That's like the rendered fat from the chopped meat. and just juices. You want to keep that in. You do not want to strain it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 1/4 cup of flour, and I'm just going to drizzle the flour in. And what that's going to do with the fat, it's going to make like a roux for when I add my water. And you'll see it'll get thick. Now if I have to add more flour, I will. I just want to add some water and then see how that's going to be. So I have about 1 cup of water here. I'm putting the water in. And I've been cooking this on high. So especially after you put the flour in and the water, you want to make sure that it's on high so that it makes a nice gravy. Then once it gets thick, I'm going to lower it. I might add just a little more touch. A little bit of water. And this will thicken right up. I'm just going to taste it to make sure that the seasoning is where I want it. So good. So good. That Szechuan and that beef, that powdered beef base. You could really get that in any supermarket if you want. You don't have to just go to Walmart for that, but I like to get that big thing, so I always have it for beef stews and roast beef gravy and all that. So alright, so that part's basically done. There's a little bit of grease floating on the top. If you want, you could always take a paper towel, which I'll show you I'll do, and you just dab it on. Just shut that off. And it soaks up that grease right away. See, grease is gone. Nice little trick. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is, I have one package, a 16-ounce package of frozen peas and carrots. And I am going to transfer my meat into my 9x9 baking dish. But if you have a bigger family and you're doing more chopped meat, say if you're feeding 6 or 8 people or whatever, it's just me and my husband, so it's just the two of us, which there'll be left over. He'll take some for lunch tomorrow. So what I'm going to do is now just put my meat into the pan. I'm going to open up the frozen peas and carrots, and I'm going to put them in a strainer and run hot water over them until they are basically like defrosted. And depending on how much meat you're going to use, like I said, if you're making it for more people, then you just want to up the, up the amount of Szechuan seasoning and the minced onion and the beef bouillon. So you're just gonna up it. Get this little bit of grease off. going to take my frozen peas. I'm just going to open up the bag and I'm going to quickly put them into my strainer here. I don't know if you can see it. And I am just going to run some hot water over them so that they defrost. So this is going to be off camera, but I'm just running hot water over the peas. Until they defrost. Now, also, it's so hot here today. It's literally like 95 degrees. I can't even explain how hot it is. And it's way too hot to be boiling mashed potatoes and, oh my God, so good. And all that. So, I'm cheating today. And I bought these Bob Evans already done mashed potatoes. They're really very good. But normally I would just make homemade. But like I said, it's really hot today and I didn't want to deal with that. So yes, I am cheating. This is so good. So anyway, I'm still rinsing my peas. Okay, so they're basically defrosted. I just don't want a whole bunch of water from the frozen peas and carrots to go in this, because then it's going to make it too watery. So that's my reason for rinsing them and getting them defrosted. So now what I do is I just take my peas and carrots. You can use any vegetable. We like it with peas and carrots. You can use corn. I've seen some places they put broccoli. But like I said, we love the corn, the peas and carrots, but I also love corn too. So next time I make it, I think I'm going to make it with corn. But for some reason, the peas and carrots taste so good with it. So we're just going to lay that on. Like so. This dish is so easy to make and it's so delicious. So now we're going to start scooping on the mashed potatoes. I'm going to see if this one package is enough. If it's not, I actually have another package, which I will, it was in the freezer though, so I'll have to take it out and put it in the microwave for a couple minutes to, to defrost it. And that's all you're going to do is put your mashed potatoes on like so. You don't want to smush it into the peas. You just want to lay it on top ever so gingerly. Depending on how much mashed potatoes you like. I think I will have to open up the other one, but this might be good. I could always just serve more mashed potatoes on the side. So that basically covered it very nicely. Okay. Now last time I cooked this, it did bubble and juice out and got in the bottom of my oven, so if you want to prevent that, just put a piece of tin foil in the bottom of your oven. So if it does happen, it'll catch, it'll catch the juice that runs out. It happened last time. I don't know if it'll happen again. So now what I'm going to do is I have some ground paprika. And I'm just going to put a little paprika on top of my mashed potatoes. Like so. And then I'm going to throw it in the oven later. It's only 1:30 in the afternoon, so I'm actually not baking this yet. But then I'm going to bake it for about 35 minutes, 40 minutes on about 350. So when I put it in the oven and start baking it, I will show you and then show you what it looks like when it comes out and how to serve it. All right, I'll be back. pie. Alright, so I'm going to set my oven here to bake. It's at 350 start, and the cooking time, I'm going to do the timer. I'm going to do it for 45 minutes because by the time it heats up, it'll really be just like 40 minutes that it's cooking. So as you can see, I have the foil down in case any of this over spills. And I'm just going to put it in the oven, wait the 40 minutes and take it out, and then it's done. I'll show you how I serve it up. Be back soon. Alright, so the buzzer went off. It's been 45 minutes. So I'm going to shut the oven off and take out my shepherd's pie. I just want to make sure the camera's on. Yeah, okay. So I'm just going to put that on the trivet. It smells delicious. Nothing leaked in the oven like last time. You could see it bubbling over here. So now what I'm going to do is just take my little spatula here. Cut a nice little square and then dig it out with a spoon. I cannot wait to eat this because it is delish. Oh. The first piece is always the hard one to get out. As you can see, I made a mess. I'll just wipe that up. Hot. Alright, and now we will, oh my god, so good. It doesn't need any seasoning at all, no salt, no pepper. Really delicious. And like I said, if you wanted to do it with corn, you can do it with corn. If you wanted to serve a little bit more mashed potatoes on the side, or put more on top to have thicker mashed potatoes, you could do that. Delicious. Alright, so I'm going to eat my food. Came out super duper good. And I hope you all like this video. And I hope you like my shepherd's pie. So delish. So just follow the steps, step by step, on how I did it, and you can create the same exact shepherd's pie. Alright, thanks everyone for watching. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification bell. I will have a new video on tomorrow on how to do one of my signs. Then after that, it's another art project, and then after that, it's a big wooden scarecrow for Thanksgiving and for the fall, and then a soaping video after that. So I have all my projects lined up for the week, and stay tuned for videos on all of those projects. Thanks everyone for watching. This is Arlene from Arlene's Creations. Everyone have a blessed day, and enjoy your shepherd's pie. Oh my god, so good. Leave comments if you make it and how you liked it. All right, I'd like to hear from everybody. All right, let me get back to eating. Bye bye now.